They laughed when they sent the invitation. Not out loud, of course. But the laughter was there, hidden between the polite words and the fake smiles. They remembered who she used to be. The quiet girl. The girl who ate alone. The girl who never fought back. They thought she would come the same way she left. Small, invisible, and easy to break. Her name was Elena. For years, that name had meant nothing to them. Just a memory they used to feel better about themselves. Someone they could point to and say, at least we're not her. Someone they embarrassed in front of others. Someone they blamed when things went wrong. Someone they forgot the moment she disappeared from their lives. The invitation arrived on a gray morning. A digital message, clean and formal. Alumni reunion, it said. 10 years since graduation. An evening of memories, success, and celebration. Elena stared at the screen for a long time. Her hands were steady, but her chest felt tight. She already knew why they invited her. She could feel it in her bones. This wasn't kindness. This wasn't nostalgia. This was curiosity mixed with cruelty. They wanted to see her fail. Back then, she had been the girl with worn shoes and borrowed books. The girl who worked after school while others went to parties. Her mother had been sick. Her father gone. She carried responsibilities heavier than her backpack. And when she stumbled, they didn't help. They watched. They whispered. They smiled. One night, years ago, at a school event just like this one. Someone had spilled a drink on her dress. On purpose. Laughter filled the room. She had stood there, frozen, her face burning. No one defended her. Not even the teachers. That was the night she stopped speaking. Not because she had nothing to say, but because she learned that silence was safer. Now, 10 years later, the past knocked again. She almost declined. Her finger hovered over the screen. A simple no would protect her. A simple no would keep the scars quiet. But something inside her moved. A soft ache. A tired sadness. And beneath it, something else. Something stronger. She remembered the nights she cried alone. The mornings she woke up anyway. The long road she walked without applause. She remembered every door slammed in her face. And every time she stood back up. Elena typed one word. Yes. The days leading to the reunion were heavy. Memories came back without permission. Voices. Faces. Laughter that hurt. She didn't tell anyone she was going. Not her assistant. Not her business partners. Not even her closest friend. This was something she had to do alone. The reunion was held at a private estate outside the city. A place chosen carefully. Grand. Expensive. Designed to intimidate. The kind of place where success was displayed like jewelry. Luxury cars lined the driveway. Men in tailored suits. Women in glittering dresses. Champagne flowed easily. Laughter echoed across the lawn. They arrived confident. They always did. And they waited for her. Someone checked the guest list again. Another glanced toward the gate. Smirks appeared. Quiet comments passed between groups. Maybe she won't come, someone said. Maybe she's too embarrassed, another replied. Someone else laughed and said, or maybe she's still nobody. The music played softly. The sun began to lower. The sky turned gold. And then, the sound came. At first, it was distant. A low, unfamiliar hum. People paused mid-sentence. Glasses stopped halfway to lips. Heads turned toward the horizon. The sound grew louder. Confusion spread across the lawn. What is that? Is there a helicopter pad here? The wind picked up. Hair moved. Napkins lifted. The hum became a roar. A black helicopter appeared in the sky. It moved slowly, deliberately, as if it had all the time in the world. The music stopped. No one spoke. The helicopter descended onto the far side of the estate. Security rushed. Staff froze. Guests stared. The engine powered down. The door opened. And Elena stepped out. She wore a simple white dress. No logos. No excess. Elegant. Calm. Unapologetic. Her hair moved gently in the fading wind. Her face was composed. Not proud. Not angry. Just steady. She didn't look around right away. She took one breath. Then another. And then she walked. Every step was quiet. Measured. Unrushed. The crowd parted without realizing it. Mouths hung open. Eyes widened. Someone whispered her name. Another shook their head. No way. That can't be her. She walked past them, the same people who once laughed at her tears. The same people who had forgotten her pain. She didn't smile. She didn't glare. She didn't explain. She didn't need to. The man who had organized the reunion stood near the center. His name was Victor. Back in school, he had been untouchable. Rich family. Connections everywhere. Teachers favored him. Students feared him. He had made her life miserable. Not loudly. Not obviously. But constantly. A comment here. A joke there. A rumor passed just loud enough for her to hear. Now, Victor's confident smile cracked. He stepped forward, forcing a laugh. "Elena," he said, "wow, it's been a long time." She looked at him calmly. Her eyes met his. And she nodded. "Yes," she said quietly. "It has." Her voice was steady, clear, strong. People leaned in. Phones came out. Whispers spread like fire. Victor tried to recover. He gestured around. "Well, welcome," he said. "We're just catching up. You know, seeing where everyone ended up." Elena paused. Then she spoke. "I know why you invited me," she said. The lawn went silent. Victor stiffened. "What do you mean?" She looked around at the faces watching her. Faces that once looked away. Faces that once smiled at her pain. "You wanted to see if I was still small," she said. "Still struggling. Still quiet." No one laughed now. "You wanted to feel successful," she continued. "By comparing yourselves to who I used to be." Victor's jaw tightened. "This is a reunion," he said sharply. "Don't make it dramatic." Elena smiled softly. "I'm not," she said. "You already did." She took a step forward. "I didn't come to impress you," she said. "I came to close something." She reached into her small clutch. Pulled out a folded paper. It was an old photo. From school. From that night with the spilled drink. She held it up. "This is who I was," she said. "And you made sure I felt it every day." Her voice didn't shake. "But you were wrong about one thing." The crowd held its breath. "You thought silence meant weakness." She lowered the photo. "Silence was how I survived." She looked at Victor again. "While you stayed here, playing king of a small world. I left. I worked. I failed. I learned. I built something you can't take away." Someone whispered, "What did she build?" Elena answered without being asked. "I own the company that bought this estate last month." A wave of shock rolled through the crowd. Victor blinked. "That's not funny," he said. She tilted her head slightly. "It's not a joke." She turned to the staff nearby. "Thank you for hosting tonight," she said politely. "You've done a wonderful job." The staff nodded, stunned. Elena faced the crowd one last time. "I forgive you," she said. "Not because you deserve it. But because I deserve peace." She turned. And walked away. No applause followed. No words came. Only silence. The helicopter engines started again. The wind returned. And as Elena lifted into the sky, the people below finally understood. She didn't arrive to be seen. She arrived to be free. And for the first time, they were the ones left speechless.